Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today on the Bitcoin 5, America's 250th birthday, from zero to $68 trillion. America celebrated its 250th birthday on July 4th, marking a remarkable journey from a nation with no stock market to commanding a $68 trillion market capitalization today. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Current price, about $62,600. Bitcoin pushed higher over the holiday weekend, climbing 7% from 4 days ago to briefly touch $63,000 before settling at current levels. While the short-term momentum is positive, the real story sits in the longer time frames. BTC remains down nearly 8% from 4 months ago and relatively flat over the past month. Story 5. America celebrated its 250th birthday on July 4th, marking a remarkable journey from a nation with no stock market to commanding a $68 trillion market capitalization today. The milestones tell the story. $100 million at 50 years, $1 to $2 billion at 100 years, $90 billion at 150 years, and $800 billion at 200 years. The explosive growth in the past 50 years is particularly striking, from $800 billion in 1976 to $68 trillion today, an 85-fold increase. The S&P 500 now sits near 7,500 compared to just 100 at America's bicentennial. Story 4. Strategy bears don't understand the company, says long-time investor. The dynamics that have unfolded over the past 2 to 3 years are highly complex and nuanced, and must be understood within the full context of the company's evolution, he explains. Most bearish takes on MSTR aren't serious analysis, according to Chris Millis. They're surface-level critiques built on an incomplete understanding of a company that has changed dramatically over the last 6 years. He emphasises that investors need to do the work to grasp what's actually happening. Story 3. Michael Saylor delivered a concise explanation of how Bitcoin's consensus mechanism protects the network from bad changes. Hard consensus is Bitcoin's immune system, he tweeted, breaking down the role each participant plays. Fees price block space, nodes set policy, miners build blocks, and holders allocate capital. The key insight: protocol changes must earn overwhelming alignment across all stakeholders, creating a high bar that causes bad ideas to fail before they can become harmful upgrades. This resistance to change is a feature, not a bug. Story 2. Turkey's $26 billion currency defence fails spectacularly. Turkey has sold nearly $26 billion in gold and treasury bills this year in a desperate attempt to prop up the Turkish lira, yet the currency continues making new all-time lows almost weekly. The lira is now down over 100% against the US dollar from its all-time high, despite massive intervention efforts. The situation illustrates the futility of trying to defend a currency through asset sales when fundamental economic problems persist. Even burning through tens of billions in reserves couldn't stop the bleeding. Story 1. Bitcoin pushes past $63,000 in low-liquidity holiday pump. Bitcoin briefly topped $63,000 during the July 4th weekend in what traders are calling a classic low-liquidity pump. The move liquidated $208 million in short positions over 24 hours as bears got caught offsides during the thinly traded holiday period. The price action marks a notable shift after weeks of consolidation, though volume remains light. All eyes on when the US markets reopen tomorrow. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below, and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.